Welcome, party members, to the mod that you may or may not have been waiting for, the Coffin of Andrew and Renee. So, a few weeks ago, the mod developers actually reached out to me, and they're like, hey, Haven, we have this in the works. We've seen you play the games and all that sort of fun stuff. Do you want to check out our mod when it comes out? And I'm like, you know what? These are the first people that have asked me to play a game, you know, that they've made or something that's, you know, a bit out of the norm. So I'm like, sure, why not? We'll give it a shot and see. Apparently, it's a retelling in a different timeline of the events of the Coffin of Andy and Leyley, but instead of Ashley, it will be Renee. But I guess that this mod is pretty extensive. They said that they did new music, new assets like level design, all new dialogue, sprites, stuff like that. So I'm kind of interested to see where it goes. I decided to bring out a Sonichu Medallion in case it gets too crazy in here. I mean, we've already seen the real life version of this mod with Chris Chan, so I'm like, you know what? It needs to be broken out. And if you don't know that story, that is insane. There's a whole documentary on it. Would check it out. It's a wild ride for sure. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop on into the mod. We'll do a new game. I started up a one version of it just to make sure that everything ran properly, but we shall see. And we jump back in right into episode 1, The Coffin. Mom, I'm sorry. I just... Calm down, Andrew. Just tell me what happened. It's just, Leyley said I couldn't tell anyone. You know hang. I'm guessing you know you can tell me anything. Okay, but please don't get mad. Record scratch. Alright, she's awake. The main antagonist and our protagonist for this adventure. Up and at 'em, Renee. Hunger sure isn't doing you any favors, but that's no excuse for laziness, goddammit. What kind of example are you setting? The best kind. Infinite laziness, here we come. Now go find some dinner. Yeah, I made sure to turn up the walking speed, so we're gonna be zooming. Unless we hit shift, then we'll move slow. You can't remember the last time the freezer had something edible in it. This is where you and your son pile the trash. It's already been scavenged a handful of times, and it's been truly and utterly exhausted of foodstuffs. But wait, what is that? The famed can of tomatoes is here. You definitely didn't put that there. Andrew has some explaining to do. Yeah, we're gonna go beat him up. He put our tomatoes in the garbage. Your husband was supposed to fix that a long time ago. Story of your life. Oof. Mr. Graves is gonna be getting it in this one. It's been way too long since you fucked on this bed. And it'll be even longer. 'Cause we're never going to lay a finger on our son. He will be protected forever. Can we drink the bleach in this one? Detergent. Drinking this gets more and more tempting every day. It's a washing machine. Alright, we'll go scold our son. But unless a bunch of rented movies, they all suck, you've truly failed your son as a parent if these flicks are his idea of a good time. Alright, now I need to know what flicks he's actually listening to and watching. Your good-for-nothing husband won't pick up no matter how many times you call. You've also tried to order food umpteen times, but for whatever reason, the orders never arrive. Probably the security guard, he's just munching and crunching on them. Oh, okay, so that's some of the differences. They removed Leyley's bed. A completely unremarkable corner of Andrew's room. In the trash lies your marriage. Wow, I can't believe we fit it all in that tiny trash can. Alright, Andrew. Tell us about the tomato can you've hidden. Look what I found in the trash. He's just instantly grump. I'm gonna move myself ever so slightly just so we're not completely blocking everything here. There we go. Now we can at least still see Andrew a bit, and he's just... So, care to explain the hows and whys? What do you mean? Don't play smart with me, mister. Full can of food thrown in the trash when we're both here starving? I know I didn't put it there, so you did. What exactly was this doing there, Andrew? Because accidents happen, Mom. Maybe one of us threw it out alongside the... One of us? Yes, one of us. Because I don't remember tossing it in the pile either. Pretty suspicious. It's probably the raccoons. Or me. I lived in your walls, and then I put it there. I'm the culprit. No point in arguing about it now. We have in front of us another, well, I wouldn't call it a meal. Hold your horses, mister. Don't get too excited. It's probably the last bit of food we'll have for a while. A can of tomatoes. I visibly cannot contain my excitement. Andrew's gonna be all stars. He's like, haha, tomato time! I'm ready for it! I was gonna ask you if you wanted to ration it out anyways. Oh, well then. I guess we're on the same page. I can stand to go 2 or 3 more days without food anyways. Well, we've been able to stand 2, almost 3 months. We can do a bit more, so I'll go put it back in the cupboard. Right, water soup for dinner it is then. Let's go, water soup time. Ha, good day. Are you still alive in there? There in a second. For the love of God, tell me you've got food today. Right, about that. Ugh. No food today either. It's not my fault, though. Take it up with the delivery crew. They were supposed to bring it in. Right, so you're totally powerless to, say, you know, bring us a meal so we don't starve? That's not under my purview, lady. In fact, I'm strictly prohibited from doing it. Well, I don't quite fancy losing my life to starvation. I'd like to have a word with someone. Anyone who can help. No can do. Even I don't talk with the higher-ups. Then I'd like to have a word with my lawyer. When they get wind of this, you're done for. Ha, as if. You'd have to take it up with the company. They can afford better lawyers than yours anyway. Then I won't sue the company. In fact, I'll be suing you, specifically. That's right. I'll enjoy mooching off your paychecks after all is said and done. Sure, lady. Anyways, I've got work to do. Sort it out. Hey, don't leave like that. Why, you? It's pointless anyways. And then he ran off, fearing our terror to carry on him and steal his paychecks for life. Your last talk with the warden made you hungrier than you were before. You decide against your better judgment to cook the can of tomatoes. Not the tan of tomatoes. Well, how is it? About as fine as a last resort can be. Never thought I'd be eating ketchup for dinner. Just appreciate the fact that you're eating anything at all. This might just be the last thing we eat for a while. I hope it's not the last thing we ever eat. I do not want my last meal to be tomato sauce. Stop playing with your food and eat. Sheesh, I'm going to. But don't expect me to be enthusiastic about this. Cultist sounds. It is in that moment that an ominous tune assaults your eardrums. Again! Can't even have dinner in peace. I'm fed up to the back teeth with this crap. That's a saying I've never heard. But, let's just try and ignore it. Not much we can do about it anyways. Like hell there isn't. I'll bury a body if I need to. You pull out the balcony key. Let's go! We pulled it out and obtained it in the same sentence. Alright, we've unlocked the balcony door. Oh, we were chugging there for a second. Hey, jackass, shut off that migraine of a musical number. Turn that crap off now before I smash that stereo in with your head. Oh, yes. That's exactly what we're gonna do. What? Nothing, just wondering how you missed the gaping chasm between our apartments. Hey, I can make that jump. I'm very athletic. I'm just trying to intimidate him anyways. Then you need to make the threat believable. You're no athlete, and you're certainly no ringster. And even if you were, did you actually think he even heard you scream? He's got a whole rave going on in there. Fat chance. Right, but you agree that we have to do something. So indulge me, do you have a better plan? Well, my first instinct is to find a way to bridge the gap. Though we're running short on tight ropes last I checked. We used them all for the musical that we put on last week. Not running short on bridges though. Huh? For once, your good-for-nothing father's laziness is going to be of use. Follow me. Okay. I guess you'll have to set something up to cross. Let's go. And yeah, so that's going to be the bridge. I mean, the wooden plank. So, I mean, at least so far, it's pretty one-to-one. Just with the differences in dialogue here. And then can we get the ashtray? No cigarettes left to smoke, but it's still good for bashing things in. A blunt object. Okay. Guess not at this time. Hello, Mr. Cultist. We're going to be in your apartment here very soon.
Ah, demons from hell, hear my plea. Oh, the unholy ones, I come seeking your advice. Ha 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 ha.
That's my real natural voice.
God damn it, what am I doing wrong? I thought that was perfect. I knew I should have killed that guy when I had the chance.
Well, I guess he's got the same idea as us. Kill the warden. Guess you could always roleplay if you have nothing better to do. What do you make of all this? I've seen more authentic seances at cheesy Halloween parties. In any case, things look safe enough to give this degenerate an earful. Oh, so instead of just going back, we're actually confronting him.
Did I just... Hey, what are you doing on my balcony?
How does it matter? What's important here is why I'm here.
Woman, I don't really, care why you're here. Breaking and entering is illegal anyways, don't you know?
So is public disturbance, you cockhead. Now, if you don't want this to turn into a murder, I'd suggest you quiet down. Got it?
You think you can threaten me? I'm protected by dark powers beyond your ken. Leave whence you came, lest you face my wrath.
Look, mister, we didn't come here looking for trouble. I don't care if you're selling your soul to Satan, Cthulhu, or insurance companies. Just lower the volume in the future, all right?
Right, sorry. Yeah. Can you leave now?
Well, we'll hold you to that promise. Or they'll be playing that song at your funeral.
Whatever, just get out.
Come on, Mom, let's go.
Never mind, we're coming back in.
You hope your weird neighbor got the message. Hopefully he got the message, or we pissed him off. Pissed him off? Andrew, whose ears were being violated back there? Okay, I get it. Anyway, that aside, I reckon it's TV time. Let's go, TV time. I hope that they have the new Sonic episode on, so we can watch the blue hedgehog go, woohoo! The remote is dead. Just push the buttons on the TV. What a pain. Fine, I'll fetch some batteries for you. I always have to do everything around here. Yeah, woe is you. What did you just say? Nothing. Well, joke's on him. We're also going to steal the Pokemon 2000 movie, which is right here. That's the hit movie that we were saying that our son is watching. All right, so we've stolen the alarm clock. Dirty laundry. There's a book in the drawer. It makes you happy to know Andrew still has this book. He thinks you're none the wiser, but you know he has a sentimental side. Hairkin and Other Tales, a bedtime story suitable for ages 3 and up. Oh no, it's the foreshadowing, it's the green and the light green. Well, even he denies it. Well, that's nice that they made at least a few new assets there to show their relationship. All right, Andrew, here you go. Didn't you just go get the batteries? Why are you fiddling with the buttons? To prove a point. What was the point of getting the batteries in the first place? To prove a point. Okay, I get the point. You want me to help more around the house. Can't you just hand me the batteries now so we can watch the news? No need. I'm done anyways. Whatever. Thank you for tuning in. Today we share with you some joyous developments in regards to the tainted water situation. We're happy to announce that all the apartments which the tainted water had been delivered to have now been secured. Something like that. I know I definitely misread that. It has been 3 months since the first incident was discovered, and the death toll is now a comfy 53 total. No biggie. Yeah, you know, we have a lot more people than that in our society. 53, who cares? And the quarantine period for those who are at risk has been extended by another 2 weeks. Again. And to our friends in quarantine, thank you for keeping your disgusting, parasite-infected bodies far, far away from me. Haven. And sorry, it's thank you for your continued consideration to the public safety. That's all for today. Cheers. I'm going to bed. You decide to do the same. Dream time. Oh shit, it's Julia. Oh shit, we're getting closer and closer to the Sonichu canon. Instead of Julie, it's Julia. And then Andrew will be like, Julie! He'll be screaming through the phone. And it'll be perfect. I just hope you'll be alright. It should be fine. Probably going to take a while though. They have to make sure we're parasite free. But promise you'll come see me as soon as you get out. I promise. It's so lonely when you're not with me. Aw, see, and here he's looking so nice and sentimental, even though we know the truth. We know how he truly feels. That makes two of us then. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll be let out of here sooner or later. I look forward to getting out and getting back to college. Yeah, I miss hearing you nerd out about all the places we could visit. I'd do anything to hear your voice in person again. Whenever I try to call, your mom usually says you're quote-unquote busy. Does she now? Oh, did you say something? It's not important. Look, call me whenever you want, and I promise I'll make time for you. Mi vida. Bah! You're still such a sap. Oh, come on, you're into it. But I can always be more gruff if you'd prefer that. Oh, heck no. I wouldn't be with you if I didn't like it. Let's never change things between us, okay? I don't plan to. Anyway, I need to go see my sister. She's helping me study. So I better get to it. Call you later? Sure thing. Tell her I said hi. I will, hee hee hee. I love you. I know you do. Oh, he doesn't even say it back in this timeline. To be young and in love. Did you need something? Not really. Well then. You shouldn't get your hopes up, you know. What? You have no idea how long we're gonna be in here. Don't be disappointed if she can't play the waiting game. And your point is? It's not fair to string a girl along like that. But what do I know? I'm just an old hag whose husband left her. Oh, we're in the divorced timeline. I just don't want to see you get hurt. Mom, forget it. I'll make us some dinner. And then we gorged ourselves on all of our remaining food. And then we only had a can of tomatoes to live for months. Alright, this won't hurt a bit. The nurse sticks you with a needle and it hurts like a motherfucker. There we go. And now you. How long do we have to stay home? The results from your blood work will be done tomorrow. So if everything is well, you're free to come and go as you please after that. And if not, then you'll get to see what happens if not. Let's go. We're seeing what happens when not. This hardly seems legal. It probably isn't, but I'm just doing my job. You can let the wardens know if you need anything. Some courtesy and professionalism would be nice. Anyway, are you done now? Because you're welcome to get lost. Ooh, Renee's just kicking her out right away. Rude, but I'm done, so I'll get out of your hair. Take care. Okay, goodbye. Finally stopped ignoring my calls, huh? Renee. Homewrecker father. Mr. Graves, we're here to collect child support. Oh, hello. Odd hour to, be calling. Can I help you with anything? I have nothing to say to you. Oh, so we call him just to be like, so anyways, I don't want to talk to you. Oh, or it's, probably Ashley. Where is my husband? He's not here at the moment. I can take a message for him if you'd like that, though. Or he's having an affair, and that's who the homewrecker is whoever he's, cheating on Renee with. I told you already, I have nothing to say to you. I'll call later. Renee, please, wait. Yeah, it's definitely probably someone that Mr. Graves is having a fling with. What? Look, I know we really don't see eye to eye much. That right. Can we get things straight between us? There's lots of tension every time we talk. I know things between... And you ended badly, but it's just, every time we call, it's just insult after insult. I want to help you, but he's... I don't need your sympathy nor your excuses. I call this number for a reason, and it sure isn't to be your friend. Need I remind you that you took my husband away? I don't need you taking my dignity too. You call us for help, and I sincerely want to help you out, but... I'm willing, but he refuses to help with the way things are between us. And you know how he is, he just won't budge on these things. And since when exactly has he worn the pants in the relationship? Look, I just don't know what went down between you two. But I want us to get along for the future, Renee. So things can be better for your sake, even after this is all over. Things could also be better for Andrew's sake. Yeah, definitely not Ashley here. You keep his name out of your mouth. You know what? I don't need help from either of you. Neither from you, nor from that spineless bastard. Renee, nothing. Fuck him and fuck you too. I'll live with or without his help. Oh, and thus the call is over. After reminiscing all night, you wake up, as one does, unless you don't. And instead of ruminating upon your misery, you decide to clean the house up a bit. Let's go, we're finally cleaning. cleaned up the books, cleaned up some more books, cleaned up all the books. And you returned all the books to the shelf. What else could you clean? The trash. We'll just throw the trash off the balcony, and then all will be well in the world. All right, so guessing that the rest of the stuff is going to be in Andrew's room here. So yeah, it'll be like, yep, the laundry. The more laundry. You're cleaning. Don't you think that's a waste of energy? It'd be less of a waste of energy if you helped a bit. Perhaps you'd like to make good on last night's chit-chat? Now's a good time for you to help your poor mother out. Pass. I'll help when it's work that needs to be done. I wouldn't expect a young man to understand tidiness. Come to think of it, do we even have any detergent left? Well, I'm pretty sure we do, because we contemplated drinking it for its nutritional value. There we go. Detergent is ours. What? What? For a victim of starvation, you're still a very attractive woman. That's a very subjective opinion. But we run the laundry. Now what else could you clean? We're going to clean our son. There we go, we clean the toilet. Ugh. Oh, and now we feel dizzy. And it's time to die. Let's go. Damn it, Mom. I knew you'd overdo it. We're eeping. Eepy time. Dun dun dun. Good news once again. Some of you may have heard from your loved ones that there's been supply shortages in the quarantined households. Well, boy, are we pleased to announce that all of that has been taken care of. It has. Does it look like I'm eating right now? Oh, he's going to be eating something, all right. And it's the cultist. Nothing sexual, party members. And on that note, we'd like to remind all of you not to enter the quarantined apartments. No, your friends don't need anything from you. Everything is taken care of. Should you still feel the urge to help, this staff will be administering bullets directly to your brains as a thank you. I hope that clears things up a bit. Now, moving on to our next story, a brand new art museum will be... And you drift back into unconsciousness. Perfect. Just where we want to be. You wonder who that could be at this hour. Oh boy, is it our good-for-nothing husband finally giving us a call? Hello. Renee. Well... Look who decided to grow a pair. Oh, it is him, Mr. Graves here. Got tired of sending her to fight your battles for you? There's no need to make a mountain out of a molehill. Can't we just do what's best for everyone? You mean what's best for you? Which, from what I can gather, is you and that cocksucker getting your happily ever after. While your son and I rot in this cooped-up apartment. Well, I had a chat with the wardens and they said you and Andrew are being looked after. Wake up, sunshine. Maybe they're lying to you. Or are you just convincing yourself that we're fine so you can sleep at night? Do I need to remind you that your son is stuck in here as well? Can you... Renee, please, just tell me what you want. Just name it and I'll see what I can do. I want you to help us. Get us food or get us out, I don't care. Get off your ass and be a man. Bottom line, do something. Renee, you know I can't do any of that. We both saw the news. I can't help in that way. Never change. You're still the same feeble creature I remember. Listen, Renee, you're asking too much of us. I can't break the law. I've told you before, I just can't help the way you want me to. You've offered no alternatives. Just admit that you want us gone from your life. Own up to it, coward. Fine then. Huh? Renee, never call again. You and all your problems, I want them out of my life forever. I want and I to be left alone, do you understand? You actually... Do I disturb some painfully boring vanilla sex whenever I call? It must be so frustrating to be reminded of what you lost. Renee, what? Was it worth it to just leave us like that? Was it a quick pump and dump worth more than your son? Stop it, Renee. We're adults. Let's talk like adults. Boy, I wish I had that opportunity when you first began thinking of packing your life away and screwing off. I said stop it, please. She really can't deal with any stress right now. But your son and I can deal with all the stress in the world, right? Is that what you thought when you decided to prance away into La La Land and avoid all your responsibilities? I'm serious, Renee. If you don't, I'll get a restraining order. Huh. Why the hell would you need a restraining order? We're literally stuck in here, asshole. Oh my god. I think you woke her up. I'll be right there, honey. Look, Renee, I've moved on. And you need to too. Please, don't call me again. And tell Anders I'm proud of him. You fucking asshole. And thus the line is disconnected. Yeah, we give it a nice, mighty slam.
Grumpy sounds.
Oh no, not Andrew's favorite episode of Sonic. She's dropping it. Ah, god damn it. How did I marry that piece of... Oh no. What? I didn't know that they made VHS out of glass. Bro, those things are like indestructible. She would have to have like curb stomped it to get that result. Mom?
Oh no,
He's going to find out. The hell's going on?
and there she is.
What's on your mind? Do you love me? Of course I do. Mom, where'd that even come from? Will you ever leave me? What? Of course not. Your father told me the same thing when we started seeing each other. We met in middle school, and when I asked him those same questions, he said the same damn things you did just now. That he'd always be there, no matter what. And look at us now. We're all torn apart. The whole family is ruined. It won't be like that with me, Mom. I'll always be around. And I'll make good on those promises, okay? Do you promise you won't leave me too? I know it's not like me to get all sappy, but I really mean it. I'll be in your life one way or the other, thick or thin. Though I think we could do with a bit less thick, don't you think? Damn right. Thank you, Andrew. I don't know what I'd do without you. It's the least I can do. Let's go get you back to bed now. You quickly fall asleep. Eepy time. And now that you've been out for who knows how long, you figure you should check on your son. Our new sides are gonna be blocking a few things, but it should be okay. Son? Son, are you here? Are you drinking the detergent without me? Are you in my bed? You better not be in my bed. Son? Are you taking a dookie? Well, I guess he's not here. He's probably out smoking or just chilling out here. Someone from your apartment is getting hauled into an ambulance. Hey, me too. People are yelling from their windows and balconies. I need some help too. Please, please, I'm starving. Soon the ambulance leaves in a hurry. Wheel. Color me surprised. They actually got that person some help. I figured they just let her die. I don't know, she wasn't really moving. Sirens wouldn't blare for a corpse though. They don't blare for the living either, apparently. Nobody came for me when I fainted. Assuming you called in the first place. I'm not that irresponsible. Right, well I don't know what went on just now. Maybe she went into labor. Odd thing to point out, but I can't rule it out. Right. Say, what if we tried to... Mom, stop. Gross. First of all, you're my mom. You can't just say that. Yeah, what the fuck, Renee? Second of all, how do you propose that even happens? Andrew, let me finish. I was going to suggest trying with the weirdo next door, maybe. Think I can convince him to do it with me as payback for last time? What the fuck? Mom, does the word appropriateness not ring a bell for you? Your mom was young too once upon a time. As if I'd like to hear any of this anyways. Aw, someone doesn't like the idea of having a younger sibling. Another one. 3 younger siblings. I had a younger sister, remember? Sheesh, I thought he'd be over that by now. Did she murder Leyley? You might have gone a bit too far there. You hope Andrew isn't too upset. You're so exhausted. But after sleeping for a few hours, or maybe a few days, who knows? You're fully revitalized and bursting with energy. See, I'm actually surprised that Renee isn't the one calling Andrew by Andy. I know at least like a lot of people I know their parents always call them by the nickname. But who knows, maybe he's adamant about being Andrew. Oh, you silly lazy bones. What day is it? How long have you been locked in your apartment now? And where the hell does Andrew get all the energy to make so much noise? Oh, now we have the energy, now we have the zoomies. He's attempting to kick the door in. Or out, depending on your perspective. Andrew dear, give it up. The door's clearly barred from the other side. And the sky is blue. There's no harm in trying anyways. If you don't stop banging on the door, I won't be bringing you food, any food tonight. I can read, I swear. It's always when I'm getting like this far into the visual novels that I start just tripping over my own words, so it's like, oh yes, we'll have to wrap it up at some point. Har har har, nice one. You lot haven't brought us jack shit who knows how long, since who knows how long. Words, what do they mean? How do they work? Find out someday. When Haven learns to read and speak in coherent sentences. The delivery truck that's on its way as we speak begs to differ, but I guess you're okay filling up your stomachs with senseless noise instead. You can't be serious. Sure can. So shut your gob while I'm still not pissed, or I'll shut it up for you. The man's footsteps fade away. I screwed that up for us, didn't I? Don't be so naive. I'd sooner put my life savings into the lotto than trust a word from their mouths. Sure, I guess. But what if he's not lying, though? Beats me. We'll know for certain tonight. It can't come any sooner. So tonight came, and lo and behold, no food anyways. Anything you'd like to talk about? I got nothing. Nothing at all. Parasites? It's been a few months. Are you feeling anything? Hunger and back pain, but that comes with age. You'd think something would be happening to us by now, but I haven't noticed anything. That nurse never came back either, like, aren't we supposed to be monitored? Maybe they think we're gonna die no matter what. The only thing killing us right now is the hunger, which is their fault. Maybe eating makes it worse? Wouldn't they tell us that? And if that's true, then what's the point? Let us die of starvation so we don't die of parasites? If those were my options, I might as well get to choose how I die. And in that case, jumping off the balcony seems like a decent option. Andrew, what? Are you seriously implying that suicide would be preferable to all this? I didn't say that. I just said that if it was a choice between that and starving. Don't scare me by talking like that. Honestly, aside from starvation, I like it here. Come again? You know, just the two of us. Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah, quality mother and son time debating the merits of death by starvation and auto-defenestration. You know, the usual stuff, and the usual words that we use. Auto what now? The act of throwing oneself out of a window. You're still thinking about that? Well, you were the one who said you liked the quality time we're sharing, and it would be pretty romantic. No, Andrew, you can't say that to your mother. Excuse me? What, you don't see it? Just imagine hitting the ground together, and with such a force our bodies turn into a pile of gory mush never to be separated. Our remains would get so tangled up they'd have to bury us together in the same coffin. Does your girlfriend know about your plans for romance? Well, romance and romantic are two different things. See, it all goes back to the artistic movements in the early 19th century. Oh my gosh, the music. The neighbor starts blasting his favorite ritual music for all to hear. Right, he's just taking the mickey out of us now. Time to... grumpy anger demon noises. That's what time it is. You feel like you should check up on that. Yeah. Can we just grab the ashtray? No, not yet. Hello? There is no response. It's too dark to see inside, but you can hear your neighbor's voice well through the window. Ah, my lord, you come. And you're a little smaller than I imagined. And grumpier. I mean, better than I imagined. Nah, sounds like he's talking to someone. Not our problem, Andrew. Now help me find a way in there. We're going to bash his skull in with the ashtray. The demon doesn't need to finish him because we will. Ah, yes. I told you to knock it off with the... Hey, you're not supposed to be in here. What the hell is that?
TCOAAL. Ah, yes.
Hello.
Whose soul do you offer? Wait, my lord. I'm the one who summoned you.
Him. I offer him.
Ah, yes.
Darkness clouds your vision and you cannot see what is happening.
We will meet again, TCOAAL.
And thus the cultist is gone. And by the time your vision returns, the entity has vanished. And on the ground lays the lifeless body of the cultist. Let's go. We can finally have dinner. You saw that too, right? Please tell me I'm dreaming. What do we do now? We could look for some food. I think we have more pressing matters right now. Besides, I doubt his food situation was better than ours. Given that he was resorting to, whatever the fuck all that was. Maybe not, but it's still worth a look. And for God's sake, let's turn off this music. It's driving me insane. Yes, goodbye, music. Fridge and freezer are empty. We got the cleaver there. Yep, just as locked as our door. The usual fun stuff, nothing interesting. Summoning a demon book. Did they actually waste paper to print 666 volumes of this crap? I sure hope they did. She asks the important questions. But what I want to know is, who the hell wrote it in the first place? Undisclosed, didn't even have the guts to put his name on it. It was probably my stupid husband. We just find out that Mr. Graves is the cult leader all along. Well, either way, we can browse it later. Let's keep our focus on the task at hand. Yep, so the usual fun stuff. Yeah, man crapped all over the bathroom. And he's eating. That's a lot of meat, you think to yourself. What? Out loud, apparently. Though, I mean, is it still illegal if we didn't kill the guy? You actually want to eat him? Isn't that what you were insinuating? It was just an observation. But we can't. If we do eat him, then that's it for us. There's no way we wouldn't get caught once they finally let us out. Well, is it really our fault if it wasn't us that killed him? It was that weird thing's fault. Officers, it was the demon that killed him. We just happened to be there and ate his corpse. Yes, that would totally convince them of our innocence. Right, I can see why they'd have a hard time buying that. Hell, I think just messing with the corpse is a crime. Well, we've already dug ourselves deep into that hole, sweetheart. Now that we're here, we might as well consider our position. It's not our fault we're hungry enough to consider it. Will the staff here admit that they didn't give us food, though? Highly doubt it, but what other choice do we have? I've just about made up my mind about what I want to do. We deserve to be fed, too. So are you going to help me with this? Andrew, I'm expecting an answer. Yeah. Good boy. Let us find something to cut him up with. Oh my god. Alrighty, and yes, I'm going to go ahead and end this on a cliffhanger right here before we cut into the corpse of the cultist. I believe that this is about halfway in chapter 1 from what I can remember, from doing the cultist and then leaving, going to the other rooms, all that sort of fun stuff. So I figure that this is probably a good stopping point for now, and then we can get into the really juicy bits next time. But yeah, the mod's been pretty decent so far. Renee actually has some kind of funny lines in it, which I do appreciate. Outside of the few weird ones, like the weird sexual insinuation with Andrew, but then she's like, no, it's the cultist. But I'm looking forward to continue this. Definitely let me know what you think of the mod so far down below. And then, yeah, when I get some more time to record later, I will definitely record part 2, at least finish out chapter 1, and then we'll see kind of how we're feeling at the end of it, if we want to continue the mod when part 2 comes out, and then into, you know, the next future chapters. But thank you so much for watching, party members, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.